Alright, E.R.S. Gaming, Space Engineers, let's get right into this. Once it's done loading, of course. Now, if anyone actually cares, thinking, oh, Space Engineers again, well, I like this game, so. Okay, so, I need to get the thrusters up. This is just going to be a overglorified container for both travel and holding all my stuff. I need materials. Let's see if I... So... I don't know if I have enough power capacity in this. Because, as it were, I don't think it's going to be doable. So... what I need is... access to... inside... I need grids, which I do not think I have. No, I actually do. So if I don't remember where my assembler's back here, isn't it? Okay. Now, let's see. I don't know if that's enough thrust down. Now, with that newest DLC that popped out, we got a couple more blocks to work with. Let's see. Well, let's take a quick look. It was Prosperity, I believe. So, we got open slope cockpit. Oops. Why does it keep doing that? Sloped server racks, that's just decorative. Cable run, more decorative. Bulk hydrogen tank. Slopes. Batteries. Battery bank offset. Okay, so the offset's just going to be like a half-size one. More rails. Plain decorative blocks. And a couple utility. Okay, so, first things up. Walk-in one. So, that's kind of nice. Let's see. Just underneath, that's kind of annoying. And the previous one has... Okay, so there is different sizes ones. So this is that's small grid? Whereas this is large grid. Wow. It's actually bigger on the other one. Okay. And then... okay, this is small. We got two in the back like the fighter jet, and it's kind of like the other streamlined one, but it doesn't have them on the sides. I could actually make use of that. And then, yeah, it's crazy how we got the bigger grid be a smaller block overall. And then we got cable run. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not too keen on decoratives. Bulky hydrogen tank. Oh, yeah. Now, right now, I got this whole spider abdomen going on, which is fine with the 8 sets of wheels, only 6 thrusters, but meh. So, being able to, oh, let's see, how big is that compared to the industrial cargo? That one. So it's okay. Doesn't match the same aesthetic, but it's pretty close. Anyways, so we got one on all the horizon, but we don't have them on the top or bottom. Ow. That's fine. And then the battery. Oh, I thought that was the offset. Battery bank. And battery bank offset. Oh, offset because it's faced the other direction. Okay. This should just be inverted at that point. And, okay, like this. Does this one have a different size? No, it doesn't. What about you? No, it doesn't. Okay. Honestly, yeah, I can make use of those. Usually do more with a large grid than not, so. Okay, so. I need... Let's trim this one back some. I want to at least have some balance in this.
Fuel low.
No. Actually, yeah, it is, so I need to go and recharge. I guess the cost plus the spam of survival kits all over the place is the reason why you're better off with refill stations. But I'd rather just use a survival kit at that point. Okay, so center of mass is going to say this is the one I need to put. Okay. Oh, I need more cobalt. Circular. So, is there anything I can break down? I can get rid of some of these. So I really don't use gravitational components. And thrusters. Okay. Well, and that will actually get me a real good chunk. Okay. Wow, didn't realize how much it needed. It's also a big component, so. Alright. I can always make more if I ever need to, but I almost never do. So. Do you. What do you mean you can't? It's on. Ugh. I don't know. Everything seems to want to be broken anymore instead of actually work. Okay. So I need to make sure all these are in working order because I'm going to need more down thrust than not. That's built. That one is, that one is. Oh. Oh, okay. Because it didn't have it extend. Because I'll just need to extend those. Okay, that's fine. Let's pull you. 40 grid, 40 grid. Well, watch this. Okay. And unlike Space Engineers 2, I can actually weld up with components I have, instead of having to have exactly the same order before I can actually make any progression. Or at least store it locally so I don't have to have it clutter my inventory. I guess I'll just set that up here. Okay. Now, this should be all the thrust I'll need for the underside, especially if I'm just patient with the departure and landing. So then, yeah, I should have just put bigger wheels on this. Oh well. Okay. Well, I still need a gun nest or something. Need a cockpit right about here. So, I need. Okay. Has it been added? I don't know if it has. Okay, so I'll need some steel. That's just going to be an underlining component I need. I'll definitely want to put on a turret or something. I had them, I just got rid of them. One reason or another. Don't remember. Okay, so not you, not you. No. Nope. Oh. This is gonna have to be you. Okay, so although no, because there's no connection up top, so okay. Yep, okay. More grid? Oh. Couldn't do that. Okay. Alright, so I don't want to do this. Well then, show me the size I have. Okay. I don't even know if I have any shells. No. Okay, well. No, let's just check. Okay. So then, turn all those off. Okay, so. Okay. Huh. Guessing that signal was conked out or something. Oh no, it's just long interval. I can actually see it. Well, now I especially want to make sure I got some kind of weapons on this. I guess I could stick them right there. Let's see. I really don't want anything too high caliber. But I'm gonna have to stick something with kick. Well, let's see what the cost is on some of these things. I think
Meteor storm inbound.
yeah. Let's take that. I think that's why I usually always go for assault. Oh dear. Yeah, let's actually move this a little. Okay. Guess we can go over this and then visit that other thing. Alright. So, again, while that's going, I can do some other stuff. Okay, so that means I need to use those. Okay. He doesn't want to go. Oh, because I don't have materials. Hang on. I have some materials soon enough. Problem is, since it's a small grid and this is a large grid, trying to grind and all that might not work too well. Slow, slow, don't need you digging in. Yeah, no. That's not working. Okay, so let's see. Wheels. Let's crank that up to 5. Speed limit's very fine. Okay, let's try this again. Heave ho. Wrong way. Fine. If you don't want to go up, then by all means. Ooh, cobalt. Okay, well, lay attention to this. Oh yeah, I'm reclaiming what was lost. Ooh, money. Eh. Although, if I'm going to take on the Factorum, I will need to eventually stockpile ammunition. So that means stop selling it. I wonder if with the DLCs they add any more of these gizmos. Make them look different. Be kind of a missed opportunity. Not doing so. Okay. Cobalt and silver. Well, whatever. No, I just need a lot more cobalt, so I'm trying to waste time making some gizmo when spamming my inventory was all I really needed to do. Okay, silver's right there. Cobalt's trying to say it's over here. Alright. Okay.
Inventory full.
Okay.
Fuel low.
Oh. No, not. No. It says my fuel's low, but I still have these tanks. And they're full. Meh. Okay, well. Let's see. So, survival kit. Alright. Now, I don't know if the resource won't pass through because Survival Kit doesn't normally have that kind of inventory. Yep. Oh. So that needs to be reworked. So I just need to have a bypass or something. There. Let's do you. So we're gonna stick that one there. Oops. And then, oh, that's just a straight. Okay, that should work now. Now, let's turn this on. Okay, well. Okay, there we go. So, got more than enough ice. That's going along. You, I need here. Okay. So, I really do not want that right there. Oh well. Good thing I get all my resource back except for with batteries.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay, so now it's just saying low inventory, fuel's almost low, even with plenty of room. Okay, okay, so need you. Actually, now that I think about it, those wheels should actually have max strength. So I really want to minimize the damage it would take from a rough landing. So, okay. No real damage. So, okay, good. So, I guess I can place the turret up here. So, I need, though, ammo won't go through that. Ugh.
Inventory full.
Let's try this again. Okay. So much just for that.
Fuel low.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it ain't, though. Okay. Okay. So, ore detector. Where would I want it? Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. Well, that kind of explains a few. Okay, so... Although... Oops. Oops. Okay, just wanted to make sure there was nothing in this. Okay, so... Because I'm not really going to be facing anything like that. Later, yeah, but... Right now, I just need access.
Inventory full.
Yeah. Okay. So... And I don't think I would have access to full rotation. Oh, yeah. Because that would only tilt so far in any one direction. Um, I guess working. This takes so much time away from making meaningful progress.
Inventory full.
Oh. Okay. Well. I think it was still fine having that here. Okay. guess I'm gonna have to humor out there. More metal grids, huh? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. So, that is you. Disabling the weapons is preferable. Okay. Now. Control. Yep. Okay. But I could do this if I have to. Oops. Okay, let's go and pay that thing a visit. I didn't need to invert those wheels because they're not cooperating. There we go. Okay, so oh, oh, because they bind on each other. Okay, okay. Well, let's go now. Let's see. Alright, once I go and deal with this, I'm going to see if I can get this to go into orbit. Because I could stay on this for quite a long time, but until I actually have more of a permanent base of operation, I don't feel too attached to wanting to stay here or keep here. Although, with all this hydrogen, it would be a lot easier to make something more worthwhile until have any uranium. I just don't see too much of an appeal of uranium though, since you're still having to consume a resource either which ways, but this is plentiful and you just need a stockpile as EV and be clever with the piping. But as it's what is it? Something case. Essentially, it's benefit of use. Okay. files mark. We'll need a stop. And it does look like it pops up on screen, so that means I should be able to get visuals once this weather clears. So at 2:05, I'll stop. Okay, good enough. Okay. So, while that's going on, let's put in some more thrusters. Okay. So, I'm going to need a whole lot. So, let's. There we go. Won't be short on supplies. I got some air fan going on in the background. If anyone can hear that squeaking, that's what it is. It's just way too hot in here to not have that on. Because when the humidity starts staying around too long and not have active airflow, it makes it feel way hotter than it actually is. Back when I used to live more on the west side of the U.S., didn't have so much problem because the humidity was almost non-existent except for on the coastline. And as long as there's no active wind, you don't have to worry about when there's a increase in temperature, because when you sweat, it just dries up. But hot air constantly blowing on you kind of feels bad. Whereas here, more on the eastern side, it's the opposite. It feels way better when there's a breeze because it displaces the humidity on you, so you can actually properly sweat and have it evaporate and feel cooler. But when there's no wind, it just feels way too miserable. But that's the whole thing of moving to new places and trying different stuff. Oh, okay, so I need nickel too. Well, let's see. What do I have? Yeah, let's get rid of some of those. Okay. Well, still got about 15 minutes. Pretty sure I'll be able to get both of the desired outcomes. Okay, well, I doubt I'll be able to see it, but I'm gonna try. Oh. I really can't tell. Let's see what this is, and then we will be at it for a while, as is. It's annoying how Steam saves online and offline two different saves. Because this is offline to be able to play this, so I usually have to turn the internet back on after booting up the game,
Low.
because otherwise. It's like, where did I park that thing? Okay, can't really see it because I'm way too close. Okay, I need to just move over there.
Fuel low.
Okay. Let's see, where's... Let's... let's... There we go. Okay. Oops. Hopefully that's not back to the same spot. I'm guessing it is. Well, you. Okay. Come on. So... Okay. This should be good right about here. Okay, let's try this again. Nope. Nope. Okay, so just need to back up some. Oh. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Okay, hang on, hang on. Okay, so it looks like there's a curve on the hill left. So let's go over here. Really don't want to get too close. Not with with this kind of big target. Okay. So it does look like there may be a turret up in the front. But other than that, shouldn't be too bad. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is driving me nuts. Let's actually have a proper oriented turret. Please.
Inventory full.
Okay, well, it's not going to be connected as I prefer it to. Oh, where could I put it on? On the sides, maybe? I guess. I guess it has to for now. Oops. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. Now it's properly oriented like a proper human being would have their vehicle. Okay, well, that's helpful. I still feel like that's going to be a turret right there. Oh, I thought that was closer. Okay. Well, as soon as we get within the 800 range, any active Gatling is going to start plastering. So I need to be quicker than the shots are. Oh, no, stop that. I don't want to target you. I want to see that. I was planning on leaving, and here we are finding a never abandoned ship instead. Oh, no, that's the mining rig. Okay, if that's the case, then I don't believe there's any defenses on it. Unless there's a variation, and then there is, and I can start getting shot. Then again, nothing says I have to get off at an hour mark too. Maybe the YouTubers that do space engineers does do longer videos. And honestly, I feel like an hour is just barely enough time to start getting into the move of increased memento. Okay, well, as it were, let's quick explore you. Oh no, it is a ship. Um, then I have no clue. Oh, never mind. I think I know what this is. Yep. Okay, okay. Well, this is fine. Uh, just didn't recognize it. Ooh. Yeah, it's not so realistic, huge inventory, but honestly, I've wasted too much time as is on this and not got off this planet. So, and it's a game. If this was, hmm, oh, I guess it was a drone. If this was online, yeah, that's a different story, I guess. But as here, I'm just shaving off the time and back and forth. Yeah, decent components on this. And regretfully, unless I make a big face wall of grinders, it's just
You're
a
low.
little bit easier and quicker to do it this way instead. Because the grinders for these things aren't nearly as fast. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Full implementation of the S and E.R.S. scamming. Salvage it all. At least it comes pre-damaged, so I can just grind for less, but why take so long?
Energy low.
Show offs running and stuff. Okay.
Energy critical.
Okay.
Meteor storm inbound.
Oh. Uh, sure, fine. Oops. Oh, even the item box has the frost layering on it. Cool. That has nickel too, so nice.
Inventory full.
Okay. Oops. Well, before that despawns, let's go and deal with this. Okay, so
Fuel low.
I'll be at it for a while.
Inventory full.
Oops. Let's see. What's the storage on this like? It's getting full. That's not a good sign for me, but
Inventory full.
wow. Even 5 times inventory. I wonder if melting it back into raw ores makes it lighter for certain things. Because if that's the case,
Inventory full.
the only waste would be the power converting back and forth. Let's give that a shot.
Energy low.
Even though that's pretty much full merge blocks, and me don't get along too well. Oops.
Energy critical.
Okay. So. Okay. So. Let's keep this going, keep that going. Make the most out of what I got right now. Now, I did think about turning this down at least at the bottom part and then make it space worthy, but it's mostly a atmospheric vessel with some hydrogen, and honestly I've done it for this one before and it's fine, only because far less was stuck in the ground, so I was able to do so. But then I would have to worry about transferring resources off that other, so I'd rather keep everything in one place for the time being. Not have to mess around with back and forth.
Inventory full.
Oh yeah, this is a jump drive. Okay, well, worst be, I'll just get this up into air and then make a separate thing there.
Inventory full.
Ooh.
Inventory full.
Ugh. I've made a grand total of 3 jump drives in my time.
Inventory full.
I used to have this tower cylinder that I was able to get off of Earth and onto Titan with. There was a another modular ship that I went and made. Essentially, I went and made a bunch of clipboard modules that I could just replaster as I need. And one had a jump drive.
Inventory
The
full.
third one, unless I'm thinking the second one again. It's not immediately coming back to me.
Fuel low.
So 2 for sure. I believe it's 3, but it'll be like weeks or months down the road. It's like, oh, that's the third. Wait, why am I remembering that's the third for? It's amazing how the mind works like that sometimes.
Inventory full.
I'm getting there.
Energy low.
Oh, this is gonna be bulky because those components. Okay. Yep. Oh, not quite. Getting there. Alright. Almost.
Energy critical.
Yes, yes, yes. For a freeze. Alright. Okay. probably shoot one more after this, and that'll be it. I actually still got room. Okay. I don't really see anything sticking out, so probably is something, but it's going to be ingrained in the ground, or embedded in the ground. Two whole ships were stored in this, plus the ship vessel itself. Okay, well, let's go get this thing going. Oh, yeah, there's just not nearly enough thrust. You know what? I think I'm fine. I'm gonna go visit this myself. And before I forget, because I have a nasty habit of doing that. Ooh, nice. Even though I just harvested a whole lot of material involving hydrogen thrusters. Still, more is appreciated. Okay. Okay, and I end up clicking new, not current location. That's why I didn't show. So, with that garbage. Okay. Let's do this. So, toggle them on off. And before this spectacularly go wrong. Okay. Oh. And install. Okay, good thing I checked. So. Yeah, that's gonna create lopsided, but it's not that terrible. Okay, so I do have two gyroscopes. I don't have any thrust on top, but honestly, that's not nearly as important. I just need to make sure I have more than ample fuel and thrust in all other directions, and it's okay. My mining cylinder, I was able to fly about and not have a set of thrusters that way. It's not ideal,
Fuel
but
low.
it's doable. Okay. Ow! Okay. Okay, good. So. for an overglorified countdown. I'm just gonna do this. Oh. Huh? It's just not hooked up. I thought I did. Oh, no, no, it's not. Stupid, no wonder it's not flying. Uh-huh, well... Okay, that battery's charging, and that one's going... Okay, that's fine. So, yeah. Okay, well... Oh... I need... Don't... Maybe this junction. Okay. So... I need interior. Okay.
Fuel low.
Okay. Where am I going? I guess I would have to come out that way. Actually, I guess I could connect it up this way. Actually, let's try this again.
Inventory full.
All the motors that I needed. No. Yeah, that would have made me sad if I goofed on the recording. Okay, so. Yeah, with a high power, the suspension wiggles off of any and everything. Wow. That cannon repurposed pretty well. Okay, so um, I might just be able to connect it up front. That might be the way I go about this. So okay, so
Fuel low.
okay. Okay. Actually, I guess that's why I shoved in there, because I did that. Okay. That would be crazy if I had to set up the conveyor using the appropriate blocks. Like these square ones were for items, and the circular ones for fuel and oxygen. Even if you didn't have to have it dedicated just one or the other, where only solids can go through solids and liquid for liquids. There we go. Oh yeah. So, let's try that again. Now let's see how well this flies. It's not really. Okay, well, is it because I got the wheel locks on? Nope. Okay, well, definitely makes it easier to drive along. Well, I'm gonna need far more hydrogen in the tank. So, let's go. I don't have. Let's see. Okay, no, I do. There we go. And then just null that off as maybe. Good thing there's no sheer cliff. At least not for a while. Ugh. Okay, well. No. Still thinks there's something up there, but this shouldn't be. Well. Okay, well. Oh, yeah, that was stupid. But you know what isn't stupid? Being able to roll that back. New splash screen. Neat. Okay, well. Oh, I don't think I have. No, I do not. Okay, and then. Okay, it is stockpiling, that's why. Wow. Yeah, that's. Okay, well. Although that might actually be why it didn't have enough fuel. Because it had stockpile on, so they were flaring, but just not nearly enough for what was available. Although, yeah, when it's at 20, that's just not going to be nearly enough. Come on. Don't make me. Don't make me turbo move. Not as I intended, but okay. Well, yep. As you can see, I'm still able to collect during that time, so. Well. No. Okay, I'm getting a little nervous with this high speed. Okay. I want to go and stay on the flats for the most part. And yeah, I got enough snow. I really don't need to be doing this, but without increasing productions, which I guess I could do that. Okay, well, should be safe for there for a while. Okay, well, let's do that. I guess stick it down on here somewhere. That would give me 2 more. If I snap this, I can actually put it in more. But the problem is, there's no connection on that. So, I have to... Oh, slope, slope, slope. Bad. Slope. Oh. I was hoping to stay on the flats. Oh. Unfortunately, one-wheel suspension is just not sufficient. Oh. Okay. So I need steel. That's what so okay. So I need to stick that. Just up my capacity because it's way too slow. Okay.
Fuel low.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay. So um, okay. So see. Okay. And then let's. Okay. Let's see. So we still got a whole lot of ice. Nice catch. Okay. Garbage. Fine. Ooh, banana beef. It's kind of funny how the description says it's a culinary um, crime. When there are plenty of cultures out there, I think more like Asian or um, Pacific Islanders that do kind of like a meat and banana. Sounds like it would be something that you would make like with curry or as curry. Oh, yeah, actually refill those tanks at those spots now. That's really helpful. I would have to shove them in. Okay, so now I don't know if this is going to be enough production as is, but I really want to launch this before taking too long. So let's do that. Even if this becomes a fireball, I'd like to go and do that. So let's do that. Stockpile is now off. Oh, I thought it was off. Huh. Maybe not. Okay, well, let's try this again. So it's easy to roll back from that. Let's go up, please. Nope. Okay. So I'm going to need even more thrust than this. So 4, 2, 4. Okay, there is no extra setup here. So 8. I'm going to need more than that. Large. Last one will get me launched. Meh. Wow, a whole lot of grids. Yeah, production's off. Durr. Okay, well. Okay. Now, clearly, that's not going to be what I need. But if I get enough momentum, I might be able to use that. So, yeah, let's try that. Okay. So I just need to get off the ground. I'm going to have both the forward thrust and the underbelly thrust pushed to kind of be as the offset trajectory for getting this up in the air. Granted, I could use atmospheric thrusters too, and that would have helped. But anything and everything, but doing it right. Let's give that a try. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, oh, that is opposite of what I want. I guess there was just too much kinetic energy that clang went and caused it to self-destruct. Because it should have been enough to offset. Let's see. try that. So, just kind of hit a divot. Nope. Wee! Nothing like failing. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, well, I was hoping to be up by the hour and a half mark. So, hang on. So turn on. There we go. Okay, well, I just need... Stop. Okay, I just need some down thrust. Because it doesn't look like it's off by much. Which is kind of annoying. No, I'm done with that. I need to make some progress. Okay, so... I could probably move that elsewhere. I honestly would rather the fuel tank elsewhere too, but a little too late with that, and I really don't want to have to go and try and jank move it. The hell, get it up. When not moving right, add more thrusters. To you. Okay, well. Actually, I could probably just stick them right there. Oh no, that's right there. Ooh. No, because that'll get blocked.
Meteor storm inbound.
Can you not? Oh, way too many. There we go. Okay, well, before we get to that, let's make sure that is also off. Thrust. And include you, save you. Guess I need to make an ever assembler. Speeds up time. Steel plate, please. Actually, probably just slap this on. Okay. Which was the reason why I left those spaces available to begin with. Much cheaper than a yield module, that's for sure. There we go. Oh yeah, much different. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be overkill, but I don't care. I want to go fly. So, running out of time. I'm really not keen that I'm making these go longer than I initially wanted. Oh, Cobalt just takes so long. Hmm. I wonder if I. Well, I guess I do. Because even if I had connection right here, unless it has that smaller box, I wouldn't be able to have a speed module on that. Would be nice if there was one on these ends too, so I can at least do a half offset. That way I can get production, but oh well. Okay. Okay. Now, this will work. Saving nervously. Okay. If I don't do something stupid like that. Fly, fly. Nope. Okay, maybe I don't need that speed boost. Maybe I just need a. Okay. So maybe this is enough. No? Ooh. Oh. Huh. I feel like it's close, but just missing something. Because as is. Spontaneous combustion. Wee. Ooh, that's a new picture. Okay, well. If one thrust isn't enough, you know what you can do? That's right. Do everything but what you should. Mostly because I scrapped down all those rotors or motors, so it's going to be annoying. Ooh, I guess I could do that. I just need steel plate. also need some more of those large tubes. 1,100. Oof. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be nearly enough, so let's do that. Okay. I will get this thing flying before I get off. Even if I crash it about 10 more times to get it to work. Anything that but making this ship actually a flying vessel. Huh. Where is... Oh. Okay. This is gonna be a while. Ooh. Really didn't want this to drag out as long as it did. Because I have time constraints. No. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, oops. Motor. Ooh. Wow. Hmm. Okay, well, let's do disassemble. What has nickel? Solar cells. Detectors. Okay, so let's disassemble. Well, not much on here. Okay. space for ammunition. Oh, steel grids. No, the one thing I wanted to actually stockpile. Okay, well. Yeah, between that and others, not going to be a whole lot. Oh, the speed's just so slow. Okay, well, that's the benefit of building a giant facility where you can just have it all keep churning it. Okay, well, let's see. Can I at least get one ready? Let's see. Nope. Non-signal, I guess. Oof. Wow, now for one. I may not be leaving this planet the more I keep finding stuff like that. But go and chop that up will speed up the resource gathering process. Not by a whole lot, though. Half expected to be a smoldering ruin on the horizon.
Fuel low.
Okay. So let's find out what this is. And might end up calling it there. So as it were, this is taking way, way, way too long. If you are hostile, I'm just gonna ram you. Is that an ever colony ship? Really? Oh, no, that'll take forever. That being said, the material is really good. I guess what I could do is just go for the most optimal bits. Kind of like the thruster components. Got the dampener pulling me along with that still.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Fuel low.
Well, this is definitely one way of getting platinum instead of going everywhere trying to find one. Or find a deposit.
Inventory full.
Definitely going to be good on platinum. Okay. Is that a small one? Yes, it is.
Fuel low.
Okay. Well, you go and crack open the storage. Reactor components. Let's see.
Inventory full.
Kind of feel bad wanting to leave all this extra behind. I'm not on a server, so it's not like I can tell someone, it's like, hey, look, you can just salvage all this, blah, blah, blah. Crew. So I only report to whoever's watching my videos. And I know none of you would have the audacity to go and give me, ooh, gold. Hey, flak. Ooh, platinum ore. Nice.
Fuel low.
And now we're cargo. Turn. Sucks to you. Okay. Everyone.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I really wish for the batteries it would go and give you like nickel scrap at a reduced rate. That way you still get materials. So otherwise it's just annoying. Yeah. Ooh. Magnesium. Okay. Well. Conveyor. I can go and get more motors. Medical.
Inventory full.
So I got a lot less. Oh, I think they started taking redirect. So, okay, well,
Fuel low.
I don't see any of these that's really worth it. So let's,
Inventory full.
okay, so let's try this again. Oops. Wow, that's all the motors I salvaged off this? Am I not producing anymore? No, I'm not. Hmm. Um. Oh, it's still running. Thought for some reason the power's out.
Energy low.
No, that would take way too long. Yeah, a lot of this is embedded compared to the previous one. Not too many choice parts. It's just going to be a bunch of iron for the most
Fuel
part.
low.
Okay, well. Hmm. It's on. Oops. Didn't save that. There we go. Now it is. It'd be crazy to make these now 3-hour recordings for space engineers. Yeah, it might be way too much, even for me. Okay. Okay. It actually updates them now. Oh, I just don't got nickel. That's the biggest problem.
Energy critical.
Oh, I didn't have iron too. Oh, if that's the case. Let's, I need. Okay, interior. For some reason, I thought I just didn't have enough nickel, but if it's straight up iron, then. Okay, well, while it's doing that, oops, need to recharge. So on recharge, it looks like that battery's almost full. So let's. Oh, I didn't have a third level grinder. Oops. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Or drill. Third level grinder. Okay. There we are. Flick it out. Okay, well, it's gonna be a while, so let's start eating at some of all this. Especially all the heavy plates give metal grid. So, a decent amount too.
Inventory full.
Okay. Put that ahead on that. Okay. Now I should be able to toggle back the other mode. Okay. There we go. Can we at least get one? Still not.
Energy low. Inventory full.
Okay. Now I should be able to make one. Finally. Okay.
Energy critical.
Oh. Oh. That's not good. Oh well. Let's see if I can finally take off. Although I need to make sure to. Okay. Let's try this again. Now I should be enough. Yeah, there we go. Wee. Okay, well, that being, let's turn production off. There we go. I refuse to let my dreams be dreams. I said I was gonna get this to fly. And before I got off this recording, too. That's actually doing pretty good on hydrogen fuel. Ooh, that atmosphere battery is draining the supply real quick, though. I only need to get it over a certain point, though. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with anything else. Okay, and with the atmosphere battery depleted, or beyond the area, the power usage is low. Okay, so that means I could leave it on, and it's just not going to interfere. Okay, well, let's level this off just a smidge. Huzzah! Okay, where is... Okay, planetary gravity is still at 100. Oh, that means I'm going to be ways off before I'm finally free of this. Is that Mars over there? I thought everything was much further. Maybe not. Okay, might be able... Nope, I still need a... Okay. I need to start rationing my fuel a little. Okay, good. We are leaving the planet's gravity still, so that's helpful. Okay. Not much to look at, but I'm indeed flying. Ooh. Those numbers need to start disappearing much quicker. Okay, they are still shrinking, that's good. Or, the meter's just decreasing, the planetary gravity is still shrinking. And, like I said, we still have plenty of ice. So I will be able to recuperate once I'm up here. And then, once I'm in perfect orbit or in space, I'll be able to start building a ship. Okay. That's a good name for there. Okay. Once it gets to 0.5, that's usually when it starts cutting off. And you can see there's no orientation with that little event horizon on the bottom right. So that means we're just so far off it doesn't even want to register. That's always still got that, or maybe that's the event horizon one. The one right there. Still got that indicating where the planetary spot is. Okay. Well, the battery's still doing okay despite saying otherwise. Okay, there it is. And even the music recognizes we're in space. So let's orientate this real quick. That way the thrusters can kind of stabilize us. I don't want to drift too much. Oh, damper stirrer. It's like, we should start working right about now. Oh no, it actually still does show the planet. I guess just momentum was showing us so far off it didn't there. Get on the other side of this meteor here. And keep us safe from radiation. Oh, so close. There we go. We are now officially in space. And I'm kind of regretting not having thrusters on the other side. Okay. Ooh, looks like there's... Oh, look, there's actually ice on this. Helps me not have to go and try and find ice elsewhere. Well, that's... Okay, good. Let's get a little close to that. Okay. Alright. I think this is good. So, huzzah! It just took me crashing a couple times. But, finally in space, so, yay. See you next time.